Dr. Keren Rosado Vazquez, thank you so much for joining us today from the National Hurricane Center. I know you guys are very busy down there in Miami, but there's still a lot to happen here when we're talking about Debby. Can you tell me about this storm, now that it's a tropical storm, but something we should still be very concerned with? This thing is nowhere near over, correct?
What we are expecting with Tropical Storm Debby is that the system is going to start moving very slowly. And as a result of this, is what the major impact that we are expecting is the rainfall. Right now, we are expecting that this rain is going to end by Saturday morning. And we are expecting between 6 to 12 inches in the northern part of Florida and in some areas of Georgia. But the biggest amount of rainfall are going to be between Savannah and Charleston. And we are expecting in this area between 10 to 20 inches, and it can go as high as 30. So we are expecting historic rainfall amounts.
Okay, so places like Charleston and Savannah, these places flood sometimes on sunny days. Can you tell me what the impact of 10 to 20 inches could be in these areas?
Yeah, places that don't usually flood during those times are going to flood this time. So it's very important that people follow local emergency management instructions, that they follow all the guidance. Pay attention to your local National Weather Service. They will be the one issuing local flood warnings or all those type of products that the National Weather issues during regular flooding events. So make sure you have your cell phones charged. You're going to lose probably some power. So it's you put your important belongings in higher ground. So it's very important that you guys be ready for all this amount of rainfall that we are expecting.
You know, I worry that some people are going to look at this and say, oh, it's just a tropical storm. So can you touch upon the importance here of sometimes tropical storms can do more damage than like a major hurricane, right?
Yes. Usually the biggest threat to life associated with a tropical cyclone is flooding due to rainfall or storm surge. So right now we are going to see a lot of rainfall. So this is one of the major impacts that we usually see with tropical systems. So this is going to be a very big event, and it's going to be historic with probably catastrophic flooding.
Yeah, and this is kind of the area, the Carolinas, that are familiar from Florence with just how a slow-moving system can drop so much rain in one area. Is there any end in sight? A lot of these computer models have this just kind of sitting for days, right? What's kind of the timeline here?
Look how slow this storm is going to be moving. So it's going to be moving on Wednesday, and this is going to be going again to South Carolina on Thursday morning. So this is why we are expecting all these rainfalls to last at least until Saturday morning. So it's going to be a very slow moving tropical storm that is going to produce a lot of rainfall.
Have you ever seen anything like this before? I mean, we've talked about like Florence and Harvey. Is this something that people love to compare to old storms? Is there something comparable here that we're going to look back and say, oh, Debby was a lot like this?
We don't like to compare storms because no storm is alike. But what we are going to be sure is like there is a 70% chance that this amount of rainfall is going to actually happen. So this is going to be historic for the area. So we are asking people to be ready, follow all the emergency management guidance, and take this system seriously.
Because you're fluent in Spanish, if you could tell the Spanish-speaking community in some of these spots where they can get the life-saving weather information that they need.
Bueno, para todas las personas que hablan en español, es bien importante que sigan la última información del Centro Nacional de Meteorología Local, del gobierno. Si tienen una orden de evacuación, sigan las instrucciones que el gobierno local les está dando. Pongan sus pertenencias más valiosas en un lugar sobre el nivel del mar, póngalas sobre la cama, sobre un gavetero. Y es bien importante que si ve agua en la carretera, que por favor no guíe. Solo hace falta de 6 a 12 pulgadas de agua para que un carro pierda el control. Así que por favor manténganse bien pendientes a su manejo de emergencia local y tengan sus celulares cargados para que puedan recibir las últimas alertas.